Hello everybody and welcome back to my series where I made a new account, got the 1 week free trial on Old School Mobile, and I'm going to show you how to get your account to the point where you can make bonds consistently and keep your membership with that. In this episode we're going to be a lot more focused on working towards a very specific money making method known as birdhouse runs, which are extremely good not only for making a good bit of cash on the side, but also for leveling up your hunter skill super efficiently. So to do that we're going to need to complete the Bon Voyage quest to gain access to Fossil Island, which is going to require the dig site and 100 museum kudos, which will be a big task in of itself, but we are going to get that done today. So for those who are unaware, let me explain how you can get kudos in the museum. Downstairs there is Orlando Smith's natural history quiz, which you can do to get 28 kudos. After completing the dig site quest you can clean finds in here to get up to 50 kudos, and then your only options of getting kudos before Bon Voyage is to relay the details of certain quests completed to Historian Minus here. You usually get 5 or 10 kudos depending on the quest, but all the quests we can do will only give 5. Yeah, well, I'll be able to do the dig site finds and the natural history quiz quite easily. That'll put me up to 78. Then I will need to complete 5 more quests to get the rest of those kudos, and I already have the quests planned out. We need to complete Priest in Peril, Haziel Cult, the Grand Tree, Rune Mysteries, and Demon Slayer. I already have Haziel Cult done, and Rune Mysteries is almost complete, but for 2 of the quests that are remaining, I am going to want to get my melee combat stats up and my hit points a little bit, because dealing with the combat in there can be tricky. There are a number of quests, however, I can do to improve my combat skills, so let's go knock those ones out first. Here's pretty much all the items you're going to need for the quests I'm about to knock out. A rope, 6 logs, a summer pie to boost our agility up to complete a certain part of the quest, 6 water, earth, fire, and air runes. Make sure you have your air staff. We're going to be using the mind runes, air runes, and then the staff of fire to substitute fire runes to cast fire strike on all of the boss enemies that are in this quest, and they are pretty much all safe spottable, so you don't really need to worry about having high hit points before you do these. Just make sure you bring a bit of food in case you mess up. I also decided to splurge a bit and get a stamina potion. When you drink this for 2 minutes, your run energy will deplete a lot less, and you will instantly get 20 of your run energy back. So it's very useful, but a bit costly. I think the 4-dose potion cost about 5,000 gold. Once you have a bit of money on your account, it is super worth it to have one of these around all the time while doing quests. Alright, I was wrong. Bring a lot of food. Oh no. Decided to knock out Rune Mysteries since we got sent back to Lumbridge so hard. You know, we were already close. Well, this is the perfect time for me to explain death mechanics to anyone who's not super familiar with Old School RuneScape. Wherever you die, your items will stay there for 1 hour, so you have quite a bit of time to go back and pick them up. That is, unless you are in the wilderness, then they will be dropped for whatever player killed you, and everyone else will be able to see it in 1 minute. But yeah, let's try fighting this guy again, maybe with a bit more grace this time. Actually, let me show you how you're supposed to do this. Make sure your run is on. That's the fatal mistake I made. Talk to him, and your guy will be like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, and then you gotta run right away so that he doesn't hit you, because if he hits you, that is pretty much a death sentence. This man can hit really hard, especially when you got such low hit points. I don't know how far he can chase you to, but basically you stand outside of his range of attack, and you shoot spells at him, and eventually he will try to come get you again, and then you will need to run. There is a special spot you can sit in where he will be trapped and you'll be able to hit him, but it is a bit hard to set up, and I really don't recall how to do it, honestly, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. But nevertheless, just keep running out of his range and then back into it and casting spells at him until he's dead. Oh hey, I got the safe spot. So basically you just get him to back into this tree here, and then you can stand around here, and he's stuck there. He's just gonna sit there and take it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is the Tree Gnome Village quest. This will give you 11,450 attack XP, which will boost me up to 28 attack from level 1. Fortunately, there are a couple more quests around here that give XP similar to that. So here's the part of this quest called Fight Arena, where you have to kill a couple of creatures. All of them use melee though, and you can basically shoot them with your fire blast and lure them over to this part of the arena right here behind this skeleton corpse, and they will not be able to attack you. They'll kind of just stand there, and like I said, they'll just take it. There's the Fight Arena quest done, 12,000 more attack XP and 2,000 thieving XP, which should get us up to a decent level 18. Very nice, because I think we need 25 for a quest later. Okay, we're taking a break from those other quests I'm doing to get a couple hit points levels, because I was getting my ass kicked really hard there. So this quest is called the Witch's House. You can do it just northwest of Falador. You can buy a Falador teleport tab at the Grand Exchange for a couple hundred gold. Let's get this quest knocked out. Should take less than 10 minutes. Okay, so for this part, make sure you've got your gear, you got your Staff of Fire ready to cast some fire spells. and pick up the ball. Then this witch's experiment will spawn and attack you. Now this first one right here, this little one, its max hit is 2, so always keep your hit points above 2 with your wines, and then eventually once you kill it, it will turn into its second form, which has a max hit of 3, so always keep your hit points above 3. Whenever you get to 3 or lower, make sure to eat. Pretty easy, and then once that one's dead, I'll see you guys again. You know, if you don't plan on doing Winter Taunt, you should probably actually do this quest before you do all those other quests I was doing earlier. Okay, once you kill the second form, all you have to do is run back here into this corner, and then shoot a spell at it, and it will not be able to get you. There's one more form after this, but it's also big, just like the bear, so you're completely safe back here, and once you kill them, you grab the ball, finish up the quest. Alright kid, here's your stupid ball back, and look what he gives us. 6,300 hit points XP. That's going to get us up to 25, which does make it so none of these enemies can one-hit us anymore. I definitely do this one first. Also, don't forget to bring cheese. You need cheese and leather gloves for this quest. Just wanted to let you know. Alright, now for the fun part of Waterfall quest. What you want to do here is have a skeleton attack you, and then slowly work your way in here, because what you don't want to happen is for this big boy moss giant to hit you. So right once the skeleton hits you and you feel comfortable, you're going to apparently bug out a little bit, and then charge into this room, and I think the moss giant's going to hit me. Oh, yep, he's going to hit me, and he can hit pretty hard. I think he can hit 14s or something like that, so you don't want to get hit by the moss giant if you got low HP. And then do the same thing in the other room, except I think you might be able to lure these zombies all the way over to the casket. I mean, you might mess up. Just make sure it hits you, and then the moss giant won't be able to attack you when you run past that. And you can get everything you need and get out of there without dying. Alright, I think I did it right, and then we put the urn here in the Chalice of Eternity. And look at that, 13,750 XP in strength and attack. We're going to hit a very, very nice level now. 30 strength and 40 attack. We can now use rune weaponry without ever attacking anything with melee. Feels great. And now for the last quest that I'm grinding out in that area, the Grand Tree, which was the quest we did all that agility grinding for. And I need to make sure I have a Summer Pie out. Summer Pie and the Necklace of Passage are pretty much the two most important items in this quest. Since we got our fishing level up earlier, because we're geniuses, we can actually use the fishing trawler teleport. You need 15 fishing to use this, and it'll get us pretty close to where we need to go in this quest. If we didn't have that, our closest bet would be to like go to the duel arena and run all the way over there. Instead, we can go right here and run all the way down there. Pretty amazing. You see, I told you the Summer Pie was super important. That's because to climb up this tree, you need 25 agility. Thankfully, the Summer Pie boosts your agility level by 5, conveniently putting us at exactly 25 and letting us climb up with ease. Oh no, glow summon this big old scary black demon. Just make sure you brought your magic, because when you have magic, he's not that hard. So you just like run over here, and the black demon's gonna try and get you. Well, oh, he accidentally got trapped there. So you need him to come down here. Okay, don't do that. You need him to come down here, and then you run back and stand under where glow is, and then the demon will walk there, and you should be able to, oops, okay, there we go. Now he's in the right spot. Now you should be able to just, okay, you know what, I don't think I'm doing this right. Give me 1 second. I think maybe, maybe it's because I didn't have my spells on. Eat, walk here. Okay, this is it. This is the spot. You stand on top of glow, you get the demon there, and you make sure you have your spells equipped, because if you don't, you're gonna die. Alright, Grand Tree quest is done. Not only is this one of the quests we need to do for kudos, it has great rewards. 18,000 attack XP, almost 8,000 agility XP, and a couple thousand magic XP. We should get some kind of level here. Yep, 29 agility, 44 attack, and 35 magic, which is pretty insane. So we almost have the agility level needed to do the Varrock course, which is super nice. Alright, just 2 more kudos quests to go, a Demon Slayer and Priest in Peril. These ones should be really easy. Man, you suck at being a demon, seriously. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Delra's gone. Demon Slayer quest is done. And there, whoa, that was weird. And there is the quest on. We better run before these dark wizards wreck us, because they actually will not stop attacking me. It's driving me insane. So now we're doing Priest in Peril, the last quest that is going to give us kudos from that one guy. And we need to kill this thing right here, the Temple Guardian. And that is where these attack and strength levels are going to come in with that rune simi. Let's go. It should be easy now. So there we go. The Priest in Peril quest is completed, and now we have access to Canifis plus 15 prayer, and that is the last quest we need to complete for kudos, besides the dig site. So let's go claim all the kudos we can get so far at the museum. So we got all the quest kudos, and we have answered all the questions. Now when you answer all the questions and you talk to Orlando, you get a nice little boost of XP in Slayer and Hunter that will get you up to level 9 in each of those skills, and especially for Hunter, that'll help us out with our birdhouse goal for now. So now we need 50 kudos, which we can only achieve at the moment by completing the dig site quest and cleaning the finds here. But the dig site quest is locked behind a couple requirements. We need level 25 thieving and 10 herb lore, and for herb lore we have to do, you guessed it, a quest to unlock it. So let's go meet these requirements. That was ridiculously easy, and it gives us a free level 3 herb lore. Thank you very much. Now let's go train our thieving. 25 thieving. I went to Artie and just stole from the cake stalls. This took quite a long time. Hopefully 10 herb lore won't take as long. It shouldn't. Hey, not so bad. It's actually less than I expected. It only took us 37 attack potions to hit level 10 herb lore, and that barely cost us anything. So there we go. We can actually go do the dig site quest now, and let's go knock it out. Oh my god, I got the ancient talisman on my first dig. I have never been this lucky doing the dig site quest. Oh my lord. And there we go. The dig site quest is complete. Look at that, 15,000 mining XP, and we were level 1 mining. So once I back out of here, let's see what mining level we got to from level 1 up to 31 mining. We can use an adamant pickaxe. 31 mining from level 1 just by doing a quest. You see the power of quests, right? This is why I recommend to every person who asks me what a new player should do, I say quests. Just do quests. They're overpowered as hell, man. Alright, so now that we're done with that quest, we can come into this area of the museum, go into there and grab some specimens from the table and begin cleaning them. First, you need to take all the tools off of the wall here. Make sure you have your leather boots and gloves equipped, and I think they recently updated this to make it a lot nicer. You used to only be able to take one specimen rock. I think you can just grab a whole inventory full of them now, which is insane, and I believe the process might even be automated, so I'm kind of excited for this actually. I believe that it's like a pretty decent chance for the artifacts that you need to get the kudos, and then we're also going to need to get the dig site pendant, which we will probably get pretty quickly. What the I got it on the first one. I don't know what to say. This account's insane. Maybe I should keep playing on this account because clearly its RNG is like out the roof. First one. The first thing I clean. What? Alright, we're 1 inventory in and we already have 4 out of the 5 items that we need. I really don't know what to say about that. That is quite insane. Alright, that's it. We have all the things. I kid you guys not. When you did this back in the day, it would take like 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how unlucky you got. And I just finished doing all of these cleans in maybe 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes. Are you joking? This is amazing. Okay, so I didn't really explain this necklace very well, but once we find this necklace, they're going to give us the ability to enchant ruby necklaces, which turns them into dig site pendants, and these give a teleport, which is really, really crucial for birdhouse runs, which is what we're trying to do, obviously. And I need 49 magic, actually, to enchant them, and the pendant is untradeable, so I can't just buy it. I actually have to get my magic up to 49 to be able to make that, so that's another grind we're going to have to do really soon. And there we... Oh, wait, that wasn't the right one. Oh, wait, no, it's this one. It's this one with the pottery. Yeah. There we go. 100 kudos, which is the requirement for us to do the quest Bon Voyage. We can actually do it now. That was so fast. So I guess we'll go ahead and knock it out. It's not that difficult of a quest, so let's do this. And so there we go. The Bon Voyage quest is complete, and we have made it to Fossil Island. Unfortunately, our levels are not quite ready for doing birdhouse runs. We still need at least 14 hunter and 15 crafting so we can make the oak birdhouses, which are like the minimum one I want to do. And I need 49 magic to make dig site pendants. So I think the best thing for us to do right now is maybe go do some agility and continue doing low alchemy until we can get to 49 magic. I've just remembered another requirement that we're going to need for birdhouse runs. I think I'm going to go up to maple tier of birdhouses since I need to train my hunter up for another method we're going to be doing. And I need 45 crafting for that, so what I'm going to do is make gold bracelets out of gold bars. And this is something I should have done a long time ago. I forgot how good of a moneymaker this is. So 1 gold bar is 93 gold. 1 gold bracelet is 192 gold. So you make basically 100 gold per bar you do, and you can make like... I don't remember my calculations. It was like 1,300 of these per hour, so you can make well over 100k per hour doing this, and the XP per hour is pretty decent as well. And yeah, I don't know. This will make us a bit of gold while we're coming up. Like I said, I need to get my magic level up, and that is going to cost money while I'm doing low alchemy, so I feel like this is probably just the best route for us to go at the moment. Just finished up those 1,268 gold bracelets. Look at that. We profited like over 120,000 gold. That's pretty nice, actually. Our cash stack's almost up to 250,000, so this method is honestly pretty decent. I did this in free-to-play with gold bars and gold rings and such, but the members' gold bracelets, man, they make a lot more money. And there's 45 crafting, absolutely amazing. It was super chill. Gave me a bit of time to work on some other stuff, so this was a good grind. And now, maybe we will go do a quick birdhouse run. Had to stop by the Al-Kharid agility course just for that one last agility level, and now we're at 30. We can go do the Varat course, which is where agility starts to get pretty decent. The XP here is pretty okay, and you get a decent amount of marks of grace. Plus, we're going to be alching all these rune arrows. I did some agility alching, but it just costs so much money, so I decided to finish the rest here. There is 47 magic, which is not a high enough magic level to enchant these ruby necklaces, but if you drink a wizard's mind bomb, it does boost your magic level by 2 or 3, so that is just enough to cast the level 3 enchant, and we can finally make our dig site pendants, which means it is time to start our birdhouse runs, which I'm really excited about. So let's get all the supplies for that, and I'll show you guys how it's done. So since this is our first birdhouse run, it's a little bit different, but you always want 4 logs, at least 40 of any hop seed. You can get any of these: jute, hammerstone, crandorium, barley, asgarnian, wild blood, and there's one more that I can't remember. You need a hammer and a chisel, and then since it's our first time, we're going to need 4 clockworks. See, when you use the log on the clockwork, it will make it into a birdhouse, and we're going to want to do that with all 4 of ours. Normally, when you collect the birdhouse, it will give you back the clockwork. You'll just need replacement logs. So let's get out our dig site pendant, and there's actually something we need to do on Fossil Island first, and that is connect the dig site pendant to it so we can teleport straight there and unlock all of the mushroom travel routes. So let's do that right now. The 3 that you're going to need to unlock, I will just show you on the minimap where there are, so you don't have to see me walking to all of them. There's one right here in the northwest side of there. There is one right here in this area by the house on the hill. You have to climb up a ladder here, go across there. It's a long walk there. And then the other one that we need is right here in the southern area. We're here on the house on the hill, which is where the last magic mush tree is, and you will see a little book here with a thing that looks eerily similar to the dig site pendant. You use it on this strange machine, and you now have the ability to teleport straight to this room here on Fossil Island, which is conveniently right next to the mush tree. So the way I like to do my birdhouse runs is I go to the Verdant Valley first, and then you go ahead and place it right here. Make sure you put your seeds in, and then do the same for the other plots up here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we go back through this mush tree and we go to the mushroom meadow, I believe it is called. Yep, number 4. And you could use your keyboard buttons to go to these locations as well. It makes it a little bit easier. And do the same for this spot, and then you'll just run all the way south here and place that. So when you're doing a run after you've placed your first birdhouses, you will actually click empty on the birdhouses when you come through, and then you will get a big hunter XP drop and you get some bird's nests. So it's pretty decent, and the big money comes from the bird's nests. Obviously the bird's nests can contain seeds and or rings, and sometimes they're just empty bird's nests, but bird's nests at the moment I believe are worth around 3,000 gold each, so it's pretty decent money. You'll see here soon. We just hit level 15 hunter, which means our next birdhouse run can use oak birdhouse traps. Oh, you only need 14 for that. Oh well, still, we can use oak logs now, which is better. Means more bird's nests and more XP, so it's good. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's time to actually do our first birdhouse run where we get to claim the rewards as well. So let's empty it and see how much XP we get. 280, and that's for the lowest tier that you can build at like level 4. And now we're going to be moving up to the oak ones, and I'm going to keep training hunter so that we can keep improving our tiers, which improves the chances of getting bird's nests. We might not even get any on the regular birdhouses because I imagine the chances are so uncommon. But yeah, there's level 22 hunter, and we're going to get pretty close to another level just from this birdhouse run. And like I said, the XP keeps going up exponentially, so it's pretty amazing. So since I've been leveling my hunter on the side, we can already start doing the willow birdhouses, which is amazing. The oak ones are already giving good enough XP on their own. In fact, we got 2 hunter levels this trip, so it's pretty insane, and it just keeps building up. And we got ourselves 5 bird's nests, 2 of which were seed nests, and we got a palm tree seed in one of those nests. So just to give you guys an example of how much you can make per run, just the bird's nests we got, and this is oak, keep in mind it goes up the higher your bird's nests are. I made 17,800. You throw in that palm tree seed, it's 55,000 from like a minute, maybe a minute and a half worth of work every now and then. It's incredible. So we're about to get 29 hunter, which means a new hunter method. I just realized I didn't go over exactly what I was doing. So first off, what I did was I captured these creatures. I don't really recall their names, but they're down here in the Feldab Hills around this area here. You just need a noose wand. You examine the burrows, follow the tracks, and then attack the bushes. These creatures I've been catching here are the Ruby Harvest butterflies. They're located up here in the, I forget what this is called, Piscatoris area. Just all the way south of this little hunter thing. This big area has a lot of butterflies in it. And if you have a rune light, you can right-click them, hold shift, right-click them, and tag them, and you'll be able to find out where they spawn, and you can kind of just sit there at their spawn and spam click it. They're pretty good XP, but now that we're 29, we're going to want to go hunt swamp lizards in Canifis. So here's the swamp lizards that we are catching here in Mauritania, just southeast of Canifis, this location right here. It's kind of annoying at my combat level at first because there are these little snails that come over and attack you, but after you've been here for like 15 minutes, they de-aggro and they don't mess with you anymore. Thank you for another hunter level birdhouses. There is 37. So the next creature I've moved on to hunting are these prickly kebits, which you can find pretty close to where I was hunting those butterflies. It's just a little bit northeast of where this hunter training marker is, or south of the fairy ring. It's very, very chill. You just make sure you have an axe, knife, and logs, and you just set up the trap, and that's it. And you can come over here and chop these logs while you're waiting, and it just uses one log every time you catch one. And I'm going to do these until I have like 2200 XP to the next level, because that's how much XP I get from a birdhouse run, and then I'll be able to move on to the next method. Here it is, the big old birdhouse level 43 hunter, which means we can catch spotted kebits, which is a falconry method. I'll be showing you guys that in a second. It's a lot faster than most of the other hunter methods, and is pretty chill. We got 3 seed nests this time. Let's do a little price check just for the fun of it. See, like 17k, it's not too bad. It takes like 1 minute. Here is the falconry method. We're catching spotted kebits here. It's just east of where I was doing that last hunter method. There's a lot of hunter methods up here that are very good. Basically what you do is bring 500 gold here, talk to this guy that's around here, and he will let you pay to use his falcon. And you just click on the kebits and your falcon will fly at it. Sometimes it'll catch them, sometimes it won't, and it'll come back to you, and then you retrieve it and you get these drops. Around here is where hunter starts to become really fast, so we should reach our gold level of 50 very, very quickly. I mean, honestly, I've already gotten a hunter level here, and I've barely been here for any time at all. Now, what I recommend doing with all the drops you get from these kebits is just dropping them on the ground with shift drop. It's a lot faster. You could bury the bones if you want, but I feel like since bones give so little prayer XP, it's not really worth it. So let's keep doing this. I think I'm going to do this all the way to 50. Let's go. So I did about an hour of hunter there, and this birdhouse is going to get us there. 50 hunter. That is our goal level, and we can now catch eclectic implings, which is the big part of the moneymaker. However, we still have one more thing to do before we can access the area we're going to do that moneymaker at, and that is by completing the Lost City quest. We have all the requirements for this except for 36 woodcutting. We're only 27. That shouldn't take long at all. Let's go knock out 36 real quick. Oh my god, we got a U-seed from one of our bird's nests. That right there is 83,000 gold, my friends. 83,000 gold. You see how easy this is? There is 36 wood cutting. Now we can do the quest. Let's go knock it out real quick. It's a pretty easy quest, honestly. For this part of the quest, you have to go to an island where they don't allow weapons or armor. So you're going to want to bring runes to cast the Fire Strike spell, a knife, and we will need an axe, which we will get from killing zombies. So basically, you need to bring some magic supplies to cast spells at enemies. And bring food. Food's important. So once you get down here, you have to get an axe, and these zombies are the ones that drop the axes. So you're going to want to stand behind these mushrooms here. Try and safe spot the zombies by casting spells and getting them stuck behind it. The best way is to get one trapped right here, and then you stand right here, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. So just do it to the best of your ability, and kill these until they drop an axe. It shouldn't take too long. It's a really common drop. Then when you try to chop this tree, a tree spirit will appear, and you want to run straight behind this fungus here, and it'll be trapped so you can cast spells at it till it dies. And once it's dead, you can chop the tree. Make sure you chop at least 3 Draymond branches, because I think that's how many you need. I'm going to chop 4 just in case. And there's Lost City done. We now have access to Xanaris, and we can try out this new moneymaker that I've been dying to try out. I think this is going to be our best one so far, by far. So we need to go into this crop circle here in the center of Xanaris, and this is the stuff you need. Just impling jars and a butterfly net. Although, I think if you talk to this guy, you can give him all of these implings and upgrade your magic, or your butterfly net into a magic butterfly net. So give me a sec, I'll figure out how to do that. Oh, okay, you right click him, and click trade, and then click butterfly net, boom, and there you go, magical butterfly net. You didn't even need the regular butterfly net. Whoops, I could just Could have just dropped that one. So the whole premise of this method is to catch eclectic implings in the jars and then sell them, because the eclectic implings are worth about 3,500 gold each, and the jars are like 900 gold. So you make about 2,500 gold for every impling you catch. Now, the method is to come north about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magical wheat lines through, and there is an eclectic impling spawn right here on this tile. It's kind of hard to tell what it is, but there will basically be 2 implings flying around. You catch one of them, and you'll see which one it is that spawns here. And if you use Rune Light, you can mark the tile by holding Shift and right-clicking it, and you can hold Shift and right-click the impling to tag it, so you'll be able to see exactly which one it is every time you come back. Now, the only problem is sometimes you fail to catch them, and they start flying away, and it becomes a huge pain in the ass. That's where it'd be super useful if I had Snare. Unfortunately, I don't have level 50 magic, so I think we might go grind out level 50 magic, but let's do a quick price check of how much money we made from catching these eclectic implings. 73k, and then you subtract like 21,000 from that for the cost of the jars, and we made like 52k, and it took maybe 10 minutes, and that's because I don't have the Snare. It'll be even faster with it. Okay, so I'm just going to do some more level 2 enchanting on emerald rings to get up to 50 magic, since I don't want to waste any more of the cash we have now. It's nice to be able to buy as many impling jars as I can without having to come back to the Grand Exchange every couple inventories. So, yep, that's the plan for now, and I think I'm going to end the video off here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I very much appreciate it. And tomorrow we will be getting back on with this method, and maybe even doing a couple quests that will make this method even more viable. So, thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.